Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hello? I don't think anybody else has that. Hello, it's a genuine greeting from me, Lydia Fenwick, aka Lyfe Illustration. I am enthusiastic because today is Inktober day 2 of 2019. And I have been busy with some projects, some that you can't see yet, but one that you can, which is why you clicked on this video. Last week, I went over 2 different kinds of pens. One that was a $15 set and the other that was $163. So if you haven't seen that and want to see my inking process, you might want to watch that one first. I'll put it on the screen. But definitely come back because today I'm going to be comparing fake imitation gold leaf that everybody uses. It's still pretty cool, but it's fake, and genuine, real 18 karat gold leaf, which I'm kind of terrified to use because gold leaf in general just kind of floats away into the air. And with imitation gold leaf, that's great because like who cares? It's really cheap. But real gold leaf, it's like dollars floating away. Keep that in. I don't know if I'll keep that in. But before we get into it, I would like to welcome my sponsor, which is me. I don't have a sponsor. I finally am opening a Patreon. I've wanted to do that for the longest time so that I could have kind of like a secret club. I'm gonna start small at first so I can get my first patrons' feedback. If you subscribe to my Patreon, you will be getting exclusive behind the scenes content, videos early. I want to make a postcard club that is only for you guys, maybe even original art tiers. With my biggest goal finally being an education tier where I can bring my knowledge of entrepreneurship for the artists that I teach at a college to you guys online. I'll talk more about it later, but I just wanted to let you guys know that it's launching today. Okay, so let's pull out some gold leaf and get to work. So to test the gold leaf, I've already done an ink drawing. I figured since my video last week was 30 minutes long, we didn't need to time lapse through that this time. And I actually used the Rapidograph pens from last week, and this drawing is going to be kind of for my Patreon. But anyway, I inked it. I might digitally color it or watercolor it later, but for now I am going to split this back circle down the middle so you can see the imitation gold right next to the real gold. I think I will also quickly put some gold leaf on these 2 from last week so you can see it side by side and then side by side in one image. First things first, I'm going to tape it with washi tape in place. That way it's low tacked and it won't rip the drawing, but it also won't budge when I'm putting adhesive on. So now that it's tied down with nice shiny gold washi tape, I'm going to show you exactly what we're testing. The first is the imitation gold, and this is made by Mona Lisa. It's your standard gold leaf that you can pretty much find anywhere. You can find it at Michael's, you can find it on Amazon. It's just inexpensive and it comes in a set of a lot of gold leaf, an adhesive, and a sealer. So once you are done with your gold leaf piece, you want to seal it so it doesn't flake away. Now, as much as I've liked using the gold leaf from Mona Lisa in the past, I always had trouble getting it to stick to this particular adhesive that it comes with. Back during the one time I ever really used gold leaf in college, I always had a really hard time actually getting the gold leaf to stick, and I thought it was me. I thought I was crazy, but it was actually this adhesive. The one that comes with Mona Lisa, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but it just does not stick well. So even if I'm going to use imitation leaf, I definitely want to get a different adhesive. So this time, and I've already tested it briefly, I'm using Old World Art gold leaf adhesive, and it works great. When these first came in the mail from Blick, I opened it up and tried it side by side really quick, and I couldn't get any gold leaf to stick to the Mona Lisa one. It all just stuck to the Old World, so we're definitely using this for both. And then, I'm a little scared to show you guys because it's super fragile and expensive. Drum please. I have genuine gold leaves. They are real 18 karat gold leaves. The price difference was quite a bit. This was $60 and they're smaller versus I think like $10 for the other one. Plus the other one came with adhesive, given it doesn't work, but it still came with it. Maybe it's just me that's not getting it to work. And a sealer. So these are definitely bare bones. First time I opened this, I messed up immediately and moved too fast and it got stuck to my hand, and it's like probably $1 worth of gold. but as you can see, it's very fragile. I don't even want to like talk near it. All right, so this is the real gold leaf. Let's see them side by side before I put them on and see if you can see a difference. It's a little hard to tell because there is a clear plastic over this one and just nothing over this one. It's just out in the open, ready to blow away. But see the size difference? I mean, you get a square that's this size versus the same amount of squares, but they're big. But honestly, just looking at them side by side, I honestly couldn't tell you. Like if I saw these side by side and someone told me that it was real gold versus fake gold, I wish I could say I could tell, but I can't. Let me turn this light off real quick. Oh no, please don't move. Please stay where you are. Ugh, that didn't help. Gold leaf is so fun to film and take pictures of. It's just so easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be putting on. Let me show you how to put adhesive on before we get going. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be using the Old World Art sealant for the entire thing. I'm gonna have this off to the side, and then I'm gonna grab this little brush, which I don't super care about. It was very inexpensive, but it's still good enough to get a nice sharp edge around all these little details. And if I have to go smaller in some areas, I will. And you get just a very small amount on your brush. You don't wanna make it pool all over the place. And I'm just gonna carefully go over the entire thing right up against the details. Yeah, I might need a smaller brush for some of these. And I'm probably gonna speed this up because you really can't see where you're placing the adhesive. There's really no color shift, which makes it pretty hard to make sure you have it in the right place. But you can always kind of tilt it in the light and see if there's a little reflection. And be as smooth as possible unless you want brush stroke texture in your gold leaf. And one last thing before I speed it up, on the circle edge, I'm gonna go just a little outside so I don't get that pencil in there. The adhesive is kind of almost the main part because you don't want to mess up and have to go over the whole waiting 30 to 60 minutes for it to dry again. So definitely take your time with the adhesive part. Okay, and I think I want a little tiny bit of gold right on his eye, so I'm gonna see if I can make that happen. Okay, and then down at the necklace, this is my necklace and it's silver, but I have 3 little leaves that are gold. So we'll see if I can capture that. And I think that's it. Now I'm gonna put adhesive on the other 2 drawings and let this dry for a half hour to 60 minutes. So I'll see you very soon. Oh, before I get going, I just wanted to say that on the dog collar, I'm cut up some just regular sponges and I'm going to try sponging on some adhesive to see if it creates an interesting gold texture. Not sure if this sponge will have enough variety of shapes, but we'll see. Okay, it has been 1 hour and it's definitely dry, a little tacky. A little piece of fuzz fell into it, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll still stick around it. I can't get it off, so it kind of has to. I'm going to start with the imitation gold, and even this stuff is unbelievably thin, and if it comes off, it's going to stick everywhere and fly away super easily. So that's kind of where the pain of gold leaf comes in. You can either peel off pieces and put it in a jar or something and use a brush to pick it up. And just lay it down like that so there's more texture, or you can lay an entire sheet down and it will give it a more uniform texture. Since this is a small piece, I'm going to try to lay it down instead of doing little pieces first. If it was a bigger piece, I would probably do leaves because you don't want a bunch of obvious square shapes on a large piece. What's cool about these is you can tear them off as a sheet so you can lay it down easily, and it has plastic on the other side, so you won't be actually touching the leaf while you're laying it down, which is really nice. The real gold leaf doesn't have that. Try to line it up halfway. About there, and wow, it just sticks right away. I think instead of smoothing it with my hands, because that might rip, I'm going to make just some small little motions with this brush to get it into all those crevices. It's probably done. And then you just gently peel it off. Please stick. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, it's not always going to come off perfectly. Like, there's definitely some bits that I miss here. But that almost always happens in my experience so far. Not sure why, but it's okay because you can put little pieces into those areas. Just brush off the excess gently with a little bit of a circular motion. Okay. Pretty good edge. I'm gonna get these in here. Oof. Yeah, those fine details, and pretty difficult. This is a pretty small piece of art, so it's not as easy for things to stick in the small areas. At least that's my theory. Still, this is much better than it used to go with the Mona Lisa one. Oh, it stuck to his eye. Cool. This just seems so bristly. A smooth brush can't pick it up very well though, so that's why I'm using a bristle. Pressing it in. I think on one of the dog pieces I'm going to try just little bits and see how that looks. Might give it some more texture. Yeah, some of these I'm going to have to put more adhesive on and come back to it after I put the real gold leaf on the other side. So, got imitation on the real gold leaf side. Okay, I'll just remember where that is and not look at it. Gold leaf, man, it does whatever it wants. Now I'm gonna pay a little closer attention to the details and put more adhesive on. You can put it on top of the gold leaf, no problem. And while that dries, I'm gonna move over here and test out the real gold leaf. So scared to touch this. Ruins it immediately. Don't want to use a really bristly brush for this. Does it move easily? Oh, very easily. Too easily. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Missing a little bit, but that's okay. I'll just take from here. Ooh. You can see the bristles so bad in that. Every person I've seen lay down gold leaf uses a bristle brush, and I don't know how they do it. Okay, but this one's a little bit softer. Thanks, Trikel. I love them. Not sponsored. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay. Ooh, it feels more delicate. Oh my gosh. It's like laying down feathers. I didn't think there was anything more delicate than the imitation gold, but here it is. Oh no, too clumpy, oh no. Oh no! Okay, we're good. Ooh, okay. That was kind of cool. Oh no, some of the real gold got on the other side! What a confusing comparison. Pretty much got the whole area on this one, but there's a lot less detail, and I think that's why. I think I'll put real gold on the dot down here. And a piece. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, that actually looks pretty well. Yeah, a little shiny. Yeah, this stuff is way more delicate. Way, way, way more delicate. It's just glomming onto everything. It's in my nails, it's in my computer, it's probably in my nose. Get out of here. Here they are, side by side. Imitation golds on the left and real gold on the right. And again, I feel like there's just not much of a difference. They both shine. just the same. The only difference that you might not be able to see is that the real gold is a bit more yellow, a little cooler yellow, and the imitation is a bit warmer, but that's just preference. I will say that it was a little harder to put down Lyfe over here, but I think it was just the detail and not the fact that it wasn't real gold. So I guess really the only difference is that if you use real gold, you get to have a painting and sell a painting that has real gold, which is cool. But besides that, if you're selecting based on look alone, I really just can't see a difference. Let me know if you see a huge difference when you're looking at this. So now I think I'm just gonna put some adhesive in the middle barrier here so there's not a distinct line, and spread some out a bit, try to texture it a bit. And then I'm going to put gold leaf on the two dogs, different types side by side, and see how I feel after that. So let's get you guys a view of these pieces far away, because gold leaf is really meant to be seen at a little bit of a distance to get that nice shine. And the real question that I have is, Tyler, which one's real gold and which one's fake?
Wow, really putting me on the spot.
Didn't know this was happening today.
Which one's real and which one's fake?
Yeah, can you tell the difference?
Can you kind of shimmer it in the light back and forth?
Ooh.
Like I'm
Ooh.
a fish,
Oh.
you're trying to bait me.
Catch my art.
Okay. I'm gonna say the one on the left is...
Are you totally guessing?
I'm gonna say fake gold because it looks better to me, which is why I'm gonna say fake gold, because I feel like they would make it like gold, like to the 9th degree, right? Like more than gold type of thing.
Words of wisdom.
And I think that the one to the right is in fact, no, my right. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So wait, this is the fake or this is the real?
I think that that one's the fake.
So you think this one's fake?
Yeah.
And you think this one's real?
Yes, but I think that the one on the left is fake because I do think that looks better.
This one looks better?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah. Well,
It's a wrap?
I kind of agree, but I will say that the real gold was easier to put on. It just kind of melted into the glue. Whereas this one was a little bit more of a struggle getting it to look good, and there's a bit more raised edges. Oh gosh, I forgot to seal this. Afterwards, you just put the sealer right over. That's it. Just seal it up. I don't need to show you that. You guys got this. You can seal it up yourself. Just like I was painting the adhesive, you just put it right over where the gold is and it will dry clear and protect your gold. Here's the final piece. I mixed them. I don't know if I really like the mixed look very much. Another thing I noticed with the real gold is you could really see the brush strokes more from the adhesive, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I did like using it a bit more. I'm still gonna use the real gold because it brings some value to original artwork, and I'd love to have my original pieces have genuine gold. That would be really cool. Maybe I'll do some limited edition prints with the fake gold though, because it does look really cool. I can't really tell the difference that much, and I still like both pretty much the same. Well guys, I hope that helped a bit. I hope it helped you learn how to apply gold leaf at least. I don't think you need to buy genuine gold leaf. I think you're just fine with the Mona Lisa. Maybe just pick up an adhesive that isn't part of the Mona Lisa brand, because that is the only issue I have. As always, I will link the products below. The link for my Patreon is also below. And for the first month that my Patreon is live, which is October 2019, every pledge over $10 is going to receive a handwritten little note card from me and this print with gold leaf adhesed by me. So thank you so much for checking it out in advance, and I will see you next week. Good luck with Inktober. You can do this. You got this. Go you.